121 years ago today, King Gillette patented the disposable safety razor, an enormous improvement over the days shaving technology of straight, forged blades that needed to be honed every day with a leather strop. By contrast, Gillette utilized stamped razors from carbon steel sheets while adapting existing safety features that prevented injury beyond the odd nicks. The result, despite being disposable, was both expensive and hugely popular. Read a bit more about this American innovation now. A team developed for the patent design of the Gillette razor. Gillette first got the idea for a disposable razor when a friend pointed out that disposable products guarantee future customer purchases. Gillette's razor retailed for a substantial fee, equivalent to 1.0 over 0.00 in 2024, half the average working man's weekly pay. It sold by the millions. In his first year, he sold 50 razors and 8 blades. The second year, 9,884 razors and 20,648 blades, thanks in part to Gillette's low prices, automated manufacturing techniques, and good advertising. A gargant of American hygiene and grooming, Gillette is now worth more than $50 billion. In 2020, Gillette announced a commitment to reduce the use of virgin unrecycled plastics by 2030 and maintain zero waste to landfill status across all plants. More good news on this date. A new presidential republic was launched after Brazil's military overthrew the emperor in 1818 when the first assembly of the League of Nations in Geneva 1920. The cornerstone of the Jefferson Memorial was laid 1913 when 250,000 peaceful protesters rallied against the Vietnam War. 1963 when Dire Straits became the first act to sell over 3 million copies of an album in the UK with Brothers in Arms, which contained 5 top 40 singles: Money for Nothing, So Far Away, Walk of Life, Brothers in Arms, and Your Latest Trick. 1938 the Palestinian Independence Day is celebrated. Commemorating Day, the Palestinian National Council declared itself a state. 1988 the Space Shuttle Atlantis launched its first flight. 1930 baseball players and owners agreed on a tougher steroid testing policy who interfered. The Occupy Wall Street project, Strike Debt, launched the Rolling Jubilee project to buy up Americans' debt for pennies on the dollar through the secondary debt market, and in its first year has raised almost 15 million in anonymous personal debt to interfere. In 8 years ago, Pakistani archaeologists revealed to the world the finished excavations of the Bamala Stupa, one of the oldest in the world, and a monumental work of the Buddhist faith that contains a depiction of Buddha, sometimes described as sleeping, but he's actually in Samadhi. The site has received UNESCO World Heritage status and was discovered in the early 20th century, but excavations were halted in the 30s. The Bamala Stupa CC 4.0. Cliques by Mohammed Omar. Located in the far north of Pakistan, the stupa is part of the overall Bamala Stupa complex, which includes monastic quarters and other buildings. Many important statuary works have been uncovered there. It is dated to between the 2nd and 5th centuries CE and is considered to be the final evolution of the stupa building style of the Gandhara civilization. 2017 Happy 80th birthday. Sam Waterston, the stage and film actor noted for his performance in The Killing Fields 1984, for which he received an Academy Award nomination, and for his role in Law Order, which earned him both Golden Globe and SAG awards. He continued his greatly charismatic and unfailingly solid performances in HBO's The Newsroom and recently brought his distinctive comedy to the Netflix comedy alongside Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin and Martin Sheen in Grace and Frankie. Watch Martin Sheen, John Lithgow, Jane Fonda, Kelly O'Hara and Meryl Streep pay a virtual tribute to Sam Waterston on his 80th birthday in 1940. Also on this day in 1988, the world's first international fair trade certification was launched, uniting producers and labeling initiatives across Europe, Asia, Latin America, North America, Africa, Australia, and New Zealand behind the Max Havelaar Foundation plan in the Netherlands. In 2017, ethical sales of global fair trade products rose by 8% to nearly 9.2 billion, generating more than 120 million for farmers and co-ops with products in the US like coffee, cocoa, and bananas, seeing growth of 24, 30, and 50%. One of the most recognizable labels, Fairtrade International and Fairtrade America, appears on more than 13 products sold in over 150 countries, helping improve the sustainability of their entire supply chain. There are currently more than 1.6 million farmers and workers in various certified organizations across 75 countries. The Fairtrade movement is particularly popular in the UK, where there are 500 Fairtrade towns, 118 universities, over 6,000 churches, and over 40 schools registered. The US now ranks as the third largest market for fair trade goods behind the United Kingdom and Germany. 2012 by Gage Skidmore, CC by 3.0, license, and 96 years ago today, Ed Asner, the beloved actor who played Lou Grant on the Mary Tyler Moore Show in the 70s and 80s, was born. His notable roles included Santa Claus in the film Elf and the voice of Carl in Pixar's 2009 Oscar-winning Best Picture Up. A longtime advocate for the developmentally disabled, Asner had a son with autism who earned a degree from the University of Connecticut. He celebrated his milestone birthday last year, raising a lot of money for the new Ed Asner Family Center in Reseda, California, which is dedicated to promoting self-confidence in differently abled individuals and bringing balance and wellness to their families through arts and vocational enrichment and mental health services. I want these kids to have that same opportunity and go beyond, said Ed, whose son Matt has 3 children on the spectrum. Asner died in 2021, 1979, and on this day in the 1580, and the artist Georgia O'Keeffe was born in a farmhouse in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. For her paintings of enlarged flowers, skyscrapers in New York and New Mexico landscapes, she has been called the mother of American modernism. See her paintings in a 3-minute video of 80 years ago today, Gabriella.